Hi Daniel, Barnaby here from Heavy Hitter Sales Video. Just doing a free website analysis for midlandplasterboard.com.au. So first of all, this site, it's been designed quite well. So these hero images of your staff at work and the finished job is really good. Like, these are great images. And also the minimal design with lots of white space is also a really good design element. But what hasn't been designed into this website is actually the sales element. It acts as a brochure for the business, but doesn't act as a salesperson, which a website should. So a good sales website will work harder than any salesperson. It's there around the clock, and it's always generating interest in the business, capturing leads, and converting those leads into customers. There are a few things that we look for in a website that indicate that a website can do this. So first of all is the headlines. Do your headlines talk to the customer in a way that makes them want to buy your products? Do they engage the customer and draw them in to find out more about your business or buy from you? Well, not really. So welcome to Midland Plasterboard and Building Supplies. Fine, it's quite standard, it's friendly, it's welcoming, but it isn't really a direct response to the person on the page. It's quite general. A heading should really engage the person reading and ideally list a benefit to them that your business can provide, or at least answer a question or solve one of their problems. And this is also flown through in the text. Large blocks of text, first of all, are discouraging to read. People don't really want to have to look through all that trying to find the information they want. Some simple dot points are far more effective. But also, you sort of only talk about the business features that Midland Plasterboard offers. We offer free quotes, we don't stop there, we can do this, catering for this, all of it's family owned. All these things are important bits of information, but they don't really talk to the customer. It's just you stating what you can do, basically listing business features. What a sales website would do is list customer benefits, direct things that people want from you, and they can easily see that you guys can provide, instead of looking for the best choice in plasterboard. Why do people want the best choice in plasterboard? You have to list a custom benefit instead of a business feature. There is also no way for you to capture the contact information of someone who's interested in your business but hasn't really committed to buying something yet. See, people normally spend a lot of time looking online before they buy. They research the products, research the business, research the price, basically check out the competition. If you had a way to capture those people who are looking, capture their information, and then you have the ability to give them information that they need about your services, specials when they come up, and just generally build that rapport and relationship with a prospect so that they will become one of your customers. The best way to do this is through an opt-in box. So an opt-in box is a really simple web form that you have on your landing page where someone can fill in the name, email, maybe the number, and they in return for getting something that they want from you. So you have this get a free quote section, and this is pretty good. It's a good idea. It's similar to what I'm talking about. But then it comes to this really long form. I mean, what if I'm just an average person at home wanting to get some supplies to patch a hole in the roof or on the wall or something? I don't really know any of this stuff. And even if I did, it's a really long form for me to fill out. It looks like a lot of work, almost too much work for what it's worth. Imagine if this was get a free quote, people put in their name, number and email, and you guys just got in contact with them to organise that quote, instead of asking the prospect to fill in this long form so that they can give you guys a sale. So things like this, just those little things that make it easier for someone to use your website and therefore your business, make a massive difference in online sales. Another alternative for an opt-in box would be a newsletter style scenario where people sign up to get information and specials from Midland Plasterboard. And so as you're giving out these maybe monthly or every 2 months sending out these newsletters and updates and communications with them. You're the kind of person that they associate with giving them good information, good deals, and just generally being a business who's there for them, so that when they do decide to buy some products, they're going to go through Midland Plasterboard. Now, an example of that second kind of opt-in box is on our website, heavyhittersalesvideos.com. So when you first land, the first thing you see is this big opt-in box here. Now, as you can see, it's much simpler than that quote form. Only 4 boxes, it takes a couple of seconds to fill out, and then they can click Get My Free Website Analysis. So people come to our site looking for a way to improve their website and increase the sales their website makes for them. So as soon as they've come to our page, we've offered them something that they want. We've solved one of their problems, we've given them a benefit by doing an analysis for them, similar to the one I've got for you today. So from the very get-go, Heavy Hitter has been a company that straight away gives them a solution to a problem, straight away gives them something that they want, but now we also have their contact details, and so we can continue giving them critical information, specials, updates, and just communicating with them over a period of time, so that when they do make that decision to improve their website, as we've been there every step of the way, we're going to be the website that the company that they choose to improve their website. Something like that could have sign up for our newsletter, and we'll send you the top 5 tips you need to know about plasterboard or choosing the right products, or 5 tips when putting up plasterboard, etc. Something that just that everyday person needs, that information that they need, and if you provide it to them free upfront with little work, you now have their contact information and you've created a really good relationship with them. Also, there's no customer testimonials on this page. Now, you've just opened up a new store in Wanneroo, and there's an affiliate store in Welshpool, so you must be doing quite well. People must like your products and the service you provide. Why not share that with people who aren't sure? Because when dealing with this kind of a business, with building products and stuff like that, there's a lot of horror stories of getting ripped off or low quality products and things like that. People want to be reassured that what you guys are selling is the very best. And the best way to do this is for other people to say that so. So word of mouth sells better than anything else out there. People trust what their friends and people they meet say about a business. A testimonial is just a way to get that up onto your website. So a quality testimonial goes such a long way in building credibility and social proof for your business, especially online, where they're not actually in the store seeing the products firsthand. Now, I'm sure you have a wide range of customers who are happy with your products, happy with your service, and would be willing to share that information. So get them on board as testimonials and really improve this website. Now, the design and navigation of this page, it's pretty good. As I said, this design, the logo, and this slideshow is really good. It's really cool. I'd recommend putting in maybe some images of your staff and business just to add credibility, because it is a website, and just having those physical features of the business really adds to it. Also having some contact information up here, like a phone number and an address, that people can, if they want, call you straight away instead of needing to go to a contact page and filling in this lengthy form, needing a specific request, or scrolling down to find this small number here. Big bold number and address up here really adds credibility to the page and makes it easier for people to get in contact with you. Also, the font up in these navigation bars is a little blurred, it's a little distorted. And also these bars here, these big buttons are really cool. We'll talk about those in a second, but they correspond with what's up here. You've almost got the same thing taking up space on a page, whereas maybe an opt-in box here would be a better option, or some testimonials instead of just repeating functions. Now, speaking of the buttons, it's great that you have buttons, but see, this looks like a nice big button, but I can't click it. I have to click on this little link here, which isn't really inviting Imagine if you had a large button that draws people towards it, makes them want to click on it, and therefore stay on your site, move around your site, and the longer people spend and move around a site, the greater their association with the website and therefore the business. So having some quality and compelling call to action buttons on the site is really critical. Now essentially what these call to action buttons should do is always move people around the site in the direction of a sale. You shouldn't put them to a random page and then need them to click back to get back to the home page to click on something else. There should be a continual chain of call to action buttons which move them through the website towards making a sale. So I'm going to show you an example of a website that does most of these points really brilliantly. So this is grasshopper.com. This company offers call services to businesses, but what's remarkable about this company is their website. It's a really hard-working piece of sales technology. So as you can see, it's similar to yours. It's a minimal design, lots of white space, but some distinguishing features. There's a large heading that talks to the customer. Then the subheading lists customer benefits instead of business features. It explains what Grasshopper does, but only in relation to how it helps a customer. Big hero image, just like your website, breaks up the text a bit, makes it slightly more interesting, etc. But then take a look at the text. Very simple dot points that answer a question straight away. There's no blocks of text that people have to read through to find the answer. It's right there. They can skim through it or they can read it in slightly more detail. You can almost imagine if these points are the top 6 frequently asked questions that a prospect might ask of Grasshopper. Grasshopper has taken these FAQs and just converted them into a statement of what they do in regards to listing benefits to the customer as opposed to business features. Then, so that's the landing page. Once we scroll down, they have a whole section, almost a third of the homepage dedicated to testimonials. So Grasshopper sees their value and it works so well for them. List of how many customers have been served just adds mass. If that many people like the product, then the person looking is so much more likely to go with them. There's also personal testimonials, so that everyday people can see that everyday people like and use this service, always with a picture and a name, and the testimonial has to be truthful. Then they have corporate testimonials of big businesses that use their service. Again, that just adds mass and support for this business. If these large reputable firms are using Grasshopper, that small startup business is so much more likely to go with Grasshopper as well. Then we talk about the buttons. So Grasshopper has some really nice call to action buttons. If you land on the page and you immediately like what you see, you can go straight to pricing and sign up. You can go straight to the end of the sales funnel. But let's say you want to find out more. For that kind of person, there's another button, big, bold, inviting. There's no little link to click. I can just click anywhere on this big button, real easy. Then this will take me to another really well designed sales page. A big heading that addresses the person. This is exactly what the customer wants. They're an entrepreneur. They want to go with the number one choice for entrepreneurs. Then a subheading which states customer benefits. Really simple single line bits of text, more nice hero images, some more testimonials, and then another call to action button to get people straight through to the sales page. So while you've got a free quote section and all your products and listed and information about them, if these were call to action buttons instead of small links that would move people to the page with the information, but then move them to a quote page, or move them to a order online page, or move them to a place an order page, or move them to a get in contact with us to see if it's in stock, etc. Always want those call to action buttons moving people through the sales funnel. So that's just a really basic analysis for midlandplasterboard.com.au. Now you're free to do with this information what you will, and I wish you all the best in your future business ventures. Cheers.